I've been through a lot of struggles and a lot of adversity. As first years I did in college, and they began questioning their worth, their ability, their identity as individuals and as a cohort. We talked about it. We've had lessons about it. We have speakers. We talked to student leaders and Pavin, whoever was in the room, about these issues or struggles that you've had. So the assignment here today, and they're going to come up one by one at their speech, and they're going to reintroduce themselves to the Dickinson College community in front of all of you as brand new men that have overcame adversity as first years as men of color. So help me welcome Jaime Delgado to the stage.
Hi there, everyone. So first off, I want to say thank you guys for coming. It's very nice to see so much lovely and beautiful faces here in this very room. And so we appreciate your support for being here today. So let's see now. When I heard about being a mandatory, I had no idea what I was getting myself into, to be honest. Because during my beginning of my academic first year, I had no place, I had no place where I belonged to. And so I thought about to join a club or a program where it makes me feel like I belong somewhere. And so that was when Men in Mandatory struck my attention. As I received an email from Eddie and Jamel, and it really struck my interest, and so I decided to join the very first meeting that we had in the beginning of the first academic year. But however, I arrived there 30 minutes late. And as I walked into the meeting, Norm Jones was lecturing to the students about success. He stopped, turned his head, looked into my direction, and asked, "Why are you late?" With honesty, I replied, I just already checked my Dickinson email, so I didn't know if the meeting was today. So I apologize if I arrived late. So, and then he proceeded to continue his lecture on success. And then at the very end, he told us to answer a very important question to all of us in Men in Mandatory, and that is to define what does success mean to us. This question wasn't a very easy question to answer. This took a while for me to think about. As I continued my first year, academic year, I continued to meet friends, go to classes, study, and of course, attend my Saturday and Friday session of mandatory. And then from that point, I realized what success means to me. Success means it's a feeling. A good feeling you get from all the work and effort that you invest in. It's a feeling that boosts up your confidence. And to me, it boosted my confidence as a person, as a student, as a college student, to keep on studying hard. But however, mandatory wasn't just about identifying success. It was about identifying our role as men of color. And so I ask you guys, what will happen if Dickinson, this community, were to be not so diversity at all? For example, there will be no diversity. Two things will happen. There will be less people, of course. And two, students won't be able to learn as much experiences in the multicultural diversity in campus, in this community. Students will have a hard time to understand the multi-perspective in the multicultural community. And so it is our job to educate and to learn from each other, our multi-perspective. And from that moment, that's what I took away from mandatory. And that's what made me identify myself as a student here in Dickinson College. That I'm here for everybody that I meet here on campus, to all my friends, to Edgar, Jojo, Jamel, Eddie, Hagen, Damon, Norm, and to everybody else in this room. I thank you guys very much, and I thank you guys for your support. Thank you. Welcome. And thank you all for being here. We deeply appreciate your extended support to the mandatory. Alright, so the college transition brought many insecurities to my mind. I always ask myself, am I prepared for this 4-year journey? And most importantly, will I be happy with the life I lead? I wasn't able to find myself in space and time on this campus. I quickly felt as a product of my own doubt. Then early in the semester, a friend of mine, who's not here, Isaiah Gibson, he asked me a question that had a lasting impact on my attitude. He asked me, did you forget about the color of your skin? I remained silent, but in my head, I was charged with a sense of urgency. The question reminded me of my purpose and the responsibility that comes along with it. I was reminded of the fact that individuals and communities of color are living in a global era where we are not assigned to succeed. This injustice will be changed. It just takes time and patience. I was introduced to mandatory with this question. From this point on, I knew that I needed to carry on the legacy of my Chicano ancestors. Mandatory gave me the opportunity to challenge myself. It reminded me that if I wanted to be part of a societal change that enforced equality, I needed to work on and develop my abilities every day. Working day and night, willing to give up my time and peace to fight and speak up for the rights of asylums. With the help of Norm, Damon, Hagen, Eddie, Jamel, Jaime, Jojo, and Isaiah, I was able to define myself as an individual that embraces growth through hardships, adaptation, and determination. And on that note, thank you all.
I'm going to speak on behalf of Isaiah Gibson. He emailed me the speech, so I'm going to read it off. I would like to tell you all that it meant the world to me to be among some of the most intelligent minds of our era. I have learned so many things about being a healthy man against society's patriarchal norms. I have gained knowledge of what positive brotherhood looks like and feels like, holding myself and the men next to me accountable while trying to obtain a common goal: success. I once thought success was strictly being financially superior and an international figurehead. While these things are all amazing, mandatory helped me define my own thoughts of what success was, what success is, and sometimes it could be as simple as getting an A on my next exam or going to every class in the semester. I'm extremely grateful for every tool mandatory has equipped me with to combat society's ills and act with an intent to uplift humanity. I would like to thank all the gentlemen that have survived this year with me as mandatory participants and the founder of this program, which inspires, educates, and influences our lives, Mr. Norm Jones. Thank you all for attending. It means a lot to me. And sorry I couldn't be a part of this special occasion. Just know that I am present in spirit.
test to write on reflection papers, you know, these little speeches. How long was it? 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago? Kind of wrote mine this morning because I'm a very in the moment kind of guy. And it's a little poetry piece I wrote while listening to Dean about it. Mirror, mirror on the wall, what do I see when I stand in front of you? I see a proud African man growing to the peak of my powers, continually improving, minute by minute, hour by hour, rising from the ashes of the fires of society, a diamond, flawless. Yes, flawless, but my perfect imperfection society fails to see. In time, I have allowed myself to finally open my eyes. Yes, open my weary, weary eyes and see the man that can finally be greater than my father before me. Yes, my father, a leader, a brother, and a great husband, proud, strong, and loving. Mirror, mirror on the wall, your polished glass seems to deceive me. You told me I was flawless, but looking deeper, you revealed to me what I must stop seeing in myself. I must stop seeing, not seeing, being lazy, selfish, and afraid of my own potential. I must surrender sleep, pleasure, and above all, the fear of my own achievements. And in case you didn't know, you messed up society of oppression. Your shackles will not hold me. Your chains cannot bind me. Your gags will not silence me. Bubbling, 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 I feel it growing. Yearning to break free, I feel it growing. Mirror, mirror on the wall, looking into the deep, deep recesses of my soul, I see greatness.